What's good, boys? It's FFMI, also known as Ryan McDermott. Today we're going to do 5 of the best analytical player props for the Super Bowl. These are strictly based off analytics. It doesn't mean they're the best props you can place. I'm going to do a 2-part series on this. So in this part, it's going to be 5. The next part I'm uploading tomorrow is going to be the next 5. I'm super excited to help you guys out winning with the Super Bowl. We made a ton in the Super Bowl last year. I'm super hyped about what we did last year. We made 20 units in the Super Bowl. That means a $10 better made $200 for the Super Bowl. We did this all season. It's sad that the NFL is coming to an end, but you guys, you want to stay around for the NBA, because when the NBA is done, we're right back into fantasy football. It's going to be super exciting. We're going to make tons of money. We're still going to do MLB, but I don't know if I'll do MLB free plays every single day. That's something you guys need to tell me in the comments that you want. But before I take up too much of your time, listen, we have a huge VIP discount. Not even a discount, it's now the flat rate. We used to charge $300 a month for the NFL season. I'm dropping it to $50, make it more affordable for everyone for the Super Bowl. And I'm discounting it for a very good price when you use promo code YouTube. That link is going to be in the description. Make sure you're locking in with me. I promise you, I will not sell you for the Super Bowl. I'm spending days on top of days researching these props. So we're going to get right into this video with the 5 of the best analytical props for the Super Bowl. First, we're taking Isaiah Pacheco over 4.5 yards longest reception. He's hit this in 13 of his last 17 games, 8.8 yards longest reception per game average in the last 17 games. He hit this last week with 10 yards, 15, 6, 5, 13, 23, 8, 10, 14, 21, 5, 7, 14. Most of these don't even come close. He's averaging 3 targets per game and 2.6 receptions, and he's averaging 5.8 yards per reception. That means every catch he gets, he clears this line easily on average. He's averaging 21.3 yards after the catch. So that is huge for us here. And he's averaging 1 broken tackle per reception. This is really great considering Kansas City passes at a 58% pass rate versus a 42% run rate. Overall, he's actually getting a ton of targets and receptions, averaging 2.8% of the target share as a running back. Coming off injury, that's very good for us. So that is the best. He's hit this in 2 out of his last 5 games. Not worried about it, because he's hit this in 7 of his last 10. Against Philadelphia, the last time they played, he had 3 yards on his longest reception, and the scheme wasn't the same in Kansas City. This is a really good prop. This is one of the ones I actually like. On the season, he's hit this in 6 of 9 games. So this is great. On to the next prop. We have Kareem Hunt under 10.5 second quarter rush plus receiving yards. He's gone under in 8 of his last 9 games, averaging just 5.9 second quarter scrimmage yards in the last 9 games, which is 89% rate. He had 2 rush yards against Buffalo in November. Then he had 9 rush yards and -4 receiving yards. Then 4 rush yards, 7 rush yards, 18 rush yards. He broke 1 loose against a weak Browns team. 3 rush yards, 0 against the Steelers. 5 rush yards against the Texans, 2 receiving yards, and 7 rush yards last week against the Bills. They're playing against the Eagles, who are pretty decent. I'm not sure if I like this. They do average 2nd in receiving yards, so that is really great for us to see because he's not getting anywhere. And they rank 10th in rushing yards per game, so that's a really good. We're getting very good plays out of here. He's averaging 11.1 rushing per attempts, so this is a really good play for us. Straight analytical play. Nothing more. He's averaging 5.89, like I said, in his last 9 games. Gone under in 8 of his last 9. That is another good play that I will be taking. All right, next, we're taking Jalen Hurts over 0.5 TDs. He's hit this in 10 of his last 13 games, averaging 1.2 touchdowns per game average, which is 77% in his last 13 games. So he had 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 3. Head-to-head against the Chiefs, he scored 2 touchdowns in their most recent meeting, and against in the Super Bowl the last time they played, he had 2. I see no reason why this is going to change. This is a really good play. Although, it makes it a little bit tougher because Kansas City's touchdown defense, they're only allowing 2.2 touchdowns per game, which is 5th in the NFL. I do think him and Saquon are going to be the ones that score. No passing TDs. I think they're going to do a really good job guarding their run, but he's averaging 3.1 rush attempts in the red zone each time he's down there per game. This is really good for us. He's going to get pushed. He's going to have to use his legs to extend drives. He's going to have to run from the blitz. It's going to be a lot of play actions. He might run, he might pass, he might hand it off. There's going to be a lot of RPOs as well. So this is also another really good one. He's going to be using his legs more than a lot of you guys think. So this is another good one for us. Before I say my next play, we're taking the this Patrick Mahomes free square. You get this and $2,000 in bonus cash when you sign up for any of the apps in my bio and description. They're all going to be down there. You're all going to get this free win, and send me the screenshot when you sign up, and you'll get all of my premium picks for the Super Bowl, all for completely free by just signing up. So there's a lot of access you get for the Super Bowl. It's the most watched time of the year, most bet on time of the year. This is really good for us. Next, we're taking Patrick Mahomes under 283 pass plus rush yards. He's gone under in 4 of his last 5 games versus top 10 defenses for passing yards allowed. So he's 80%. He threw for 154 yards and ran for 39 against the 49ers. He threw for 210, ran for 17 against the Chargers. Barely covered this line against the Texans because he ran for 30 yards, had 260 pass yards. And then the most recent matchup against the Texans, he had 191 total. Philadelphia is number 1 in passing yards, only allowing 174 per game. I do think they're going to let up more than that, but there is no way Mahomes is going to rush for 90 yards because I think he's going to be around 210, 220 pass yards. No lie. Rushing yards, they're 10th. He's not going to be running the ball. We know that. The Eagles are too good. He's averaging 10.3 yards per completion. If he wants to beat this line, he has to have 30, I'd say 30-something completions. And I don't think there's going to be a lot of deep shots because we know how those Eagles cornerbacks and safeties are. This is also another play that I really do like. Although I don't like taking unders too much in my public plays, this is a really, really good play. Lastly, we have Saquon Barkley under 30 first quarter rushing yards. He's gone under in 6 of his last 7 games versus top 10 defenses for rushing yards allowed. He's averaging 16 first quarter rushing yards per game in the last 7 games. So at an 86% rate, this is another really good one. The only time he had that is against Green Bay in the second quarter, or in the first quarter, where he ran for 41. Pittsburgh, he ran for 28, Baltimore 19, Tampa Bay 3, Green Bay 3, Philadelphia 12, Philadelphia 5. That's when he was on the Giants. So that's when they're top 10 defenses. In his last 5 games, he has gone under once, which was against the Cowboys where he ran for 9. He absolutely exploited Washington, who has the worst run defense in the league. Green Bay was our exception. They're ranked 7th in run defense. The Rams, who were bottom 10, and Washington again, who's the bottom of the league. KC is 8th in rushing yards per game at 100. They haven't let an RB go over 100 yards. And I saw some crazy stat. I think it was like 18 straight games or something. He's only averaging 25 rushing attempts per game with a 6.2 yards per attempt. That would cover this line, but not against the Chiefs in the second or the first quarter. So make sure you're locking in with us. Take advantage of all this. If you have questions, join this Discord. It's going to have everything you need to be a profitable sports bettor. I'm going to be super excited to see you guys all there. Let me know if you need anything. Discord here. See you guys in the next one tomorrow.